What is up, guys? It's Penguin Diaper here, back with another episode, and this video is going to be about the new series I kind of started with the first episode, Improving Nitro Type. Now, I wanted to make this series video type thing because Nitro Type has a lot of improvement that needs to be made, and that leads me to the second topic of the series, which is the fact that Nitro Type is just too easy. Yes, I do mean that literally. Nitro Type is an easy game. It is easy to win races. It is easy to get cars. It is easy to spend 1,000 hours on the game and unlock everything. So, if you think about it literally, okay? I start a new account. I type 30 words per minute. I'm like a 30 words per minute typist. I will win. If I wanted to, I could win 100% of my races. Every single race is a win. How? It's easy. Just, if you're going to lose, reload the page. It doesn't count. If you're going to lose, use a couple nitros. It's fine. Just, there's so many, it's like winning races is just so easy that it makes the game like not fun. And another thing about it being quote unquote too easy is that cars mean nothing, and I'll get to that in another episode of this, but, like, getting a car is super easy. All you need is, like, $5,000, which is, like, 2 races, and then you can buy a car. It's literally nothing. So, that's the first part about Nitro Type, is, like, getting cars, getting an account. It's just so easy. All it takes is time. There's no skill involved. You could type at 5 words per minute and do 1,000,000 races, and technically be the same as someone who types 100 words, no, it's 200 words per minute, and do like 50 races. You'll have so much more than them just because you've raced more. And that doesn't take any skill. That just takes time. That's why your level doesn't mean much, your cash doesn't mean much, your cars don't mean much at all. That just reflects how much time you spent on the game, rather than your skill in being a fast typist or being an endurance typist. So Nitro Type it's just too easy to get cars and cash and nitros and win races. Everything's just so easy about it. Now, I'm not saying this because there are some ways it can be harder to do things, which is like sessioning, doing insanely long sessions. That's hard, but that's not the point of the game. Sessioning, that's just playing for a while. That takes skill, that takes endurance, but that's not the point of Nitro Type itself. The point of Nitro Type is to type, get more cars and cash and stuff, join a team, I don't know, have friends. It's not to, like, conquer the leaderboards and do 1,000,000 races in 2 seconds. That's not the point. That's why, like, the main focus of Nitro Type, like, getting cool cars and cash and stuff and, like, achievements is just so easy because all it takes is time. And, like, I may sound like I'm repeating myself a lot, but it's so true. All you need is 5 hours, and you can get 250 races done. That's, like, it doesn't take any skill. You could type at 10 words per minute. It doesn't matter. Second thing I wanted to move on to is achievements. Now, if I go to the achievements page, and I usually forget to actually open up the page before starting the video, but I did remember this time. So, if I go to the achievements page, look at this. Look at all those check marks. Every single one is maxed out, except for 2. Just 2. Okay? I'm missing 8 achievements in King of the Race, and that's because King of the Race requires time. I'd say 5 or 6 of those achievements I will never get, just because I don't want to sit down and type for 1,000,000 hours and just weeks and weeks and years on end just to get an achievement, just to get a car. Okay? That's just all it is completing races. And if you guys didn't know, King of the Race is the achievements, like, section that's like 50,000 races, 100,000 races, 200,000 races, etc., etc. That's what that is. Now, King of the Race, that it doesn't require any skill at all. I could type at 10 words per minute, do 250,000 races, and get everything in there. Okay? That's why it's just so... It's not annoying, it's just badly, like, the concept of Nitro Type is kind of, I don't like the design of it. Like, how everything was thought up, how doing more races is technically better rather than just being fast and accurate is not actually as important. But yeah. And then the other section that I haven't fully completed is endurance racing. Now that's the one section where things actually kind of get a little weird because it combines skill and it combines time, right? The skill in endurance racing is doing long sessions. Being able to have your hands tight for that long amount of time where they don't get like tired or you don't start like really messing up. But there's easy ways to dodge that. You can just type 100 words per minute slower. Like I bet if my parents gave me 8 hours of time, right, just simple time, I could do a 400 race session at 20 words per minute. Okay? It's not that difficult. You just need the time. And then, of course, the other part of endurance racing is the time. You need 8 hours to do 400 race session. It's like you need that time in a row. Now, once you get like into really high sessions, like let's say the world record 6,006, you need a lot of skill. You need a lot of endurance. You need to be really good at doing long like sessions of racing to be able to do that many in a row. It's just insane. But it doesn't require that much skill. It's really all about the amount of time you have on your hands. And then everything else, that's mostly time as well. But there's some skill, but there's no skill. It's all just time and how much money you have and how many cars you buy. That's just all related to the time you spend on the game. If I were to play for 24 hours, I could do 1,000 plus races and I would have like a million, like 5 million cash. Boom, right there. It doesn't take any skill to get that, but it does take a lot of time, and that's why Nitro Type has that major design flaw of playing the game for more time is better than playing the game well. Okay? So that's the whole major issue, and I know it's probably taken me a while to discuss all the points of this massive issue that Nitro Type has, but it's a big one. Like, I don't want to play a game where to be the best, you have to devote like 15 hours a day to play it. It's just so. That's why Nitro Type just gets boring because I don't want to play for 15 hours a day. Even if I did have that time, I don't want to. It just gets boring. So, how to change this? How to fix this? And it's kind of weird to think about because that would require a lot of like work and thinking and a lot of just debating and stuff like that to figure out what's wrong here and how to fix it. But the first thing you want to do, okay, this is the first thing, is add achievements for being fast, okay? Being fast gets you nowhere in Nitro Type right now. The only thing it kind of matters in is points, but those don't actually. Racing for more time is usually better than racing for less time. Of course, I could go into on and on about the points formula, but I've already done a video on that. If you want to, you can check that out for like more information about what I'm talking about. But speed hardly matters in Nitro Type. They even removed the leaderboard for speed, guys. There was a leaderboard for speed. And they removed it because of hackers. But now, there's no speed hackers. Those don't exist anymore. Why can't they just put the freaking speed leaderboard back on the site? It's so dumb. Asa123, if you're watching this right now, you have given me a plentiful amount of reasons why not to put the speed leaderboard there, but I don't care, do it anyway. Thank you. So, what I'm saying is we need a leaderboard that can track speed, because that way people can actually compete against one another. That's what sites like Type Racer, which are considerably better in their typing content, better than Nitro Type is, have things like that, where speed is the only thing that matters. And I think that's what's really cool about Type Racer. But yeah, that's the first thing. Speed is just super, super big. So the second thing is we can make speed achievements. Say you got a high speed of 150. That's amazing. You get a car. That's an awesome idea. Like passing 100, you get a title. Why can't we have that? Dang it, I'm out of time. I've been ranting for 9.5 minutes now. I might even make a part 2. But anyway, first things first, speed. We need a speed leaderboard, speed achievements, speed rankings, some way that being fast is a major part of Nitro Type. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below how fast you are. Speed's everything. Speed is key, and I'll see you all later. Yeah.